The homicide lieutenant with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I'm out here this morning to brief you on a homicide investigation that we are conducting in the 8800 block of Canyon Saddle, which is a residential neighborhood in the area of Durango and Blue Diamond. The details that I have right now are very preliminary, and it's an extremely convoluted scene at this point, so I stress that going in. But around 3:33 in the morning, we received multiple 911 calls reporting gunshots in the area. Our patrol officers arrived on scene and they observed a black male in his mid-20s suffering from a gunshot wound in the garage of the residence directly behind me. So what we are being told at this point is that the resident of the house behind me was outside in front of his residence at around 3:30 in the morning. A car occupied by two black males driving, it's a black a black Mercedes, pulls up. The driver of that Mercedes exits the car and walks to the house. There is some altercation between the resident and the driver of the Mercedes. At some point, what we're being told is that one of the driver pulls out a handgun, which causes the resident to pull out his own handgun and shoots the driver. He is killed inside the garage. At that point, the passenger inside the Mercedes-Benz exits the car, and there is an exchange of gunfire between the passenger and the resident. At that point, the passenger ran and fled the scene. Within the last hour, we believe we've captured the passenger in the neighborhood. So right now we're in the process. We've just completed our briefing. We have a lot of interviews to do to try to piece this all together, but we do have one person detained and we have one person deceased. We are also speaking with the person who is the shooter for the deceased. So with that, I will take a couple questions.
So the resident of the house, is he in custody, or do you know how that's going to play out yet?
Right now, it's still too early. We're trying to figure out exactly what transpired as far as why the Mercedes, the driver of the Mercedes and the passenger were at the residence, and we're just trying to figure out everything. We're speaking with him right now, so I can't tell you how this is going to turn out here in the next several hours. I'm sure the story will change somewhat.
Do the two parties know each other, or is this random?
Right now, we don't know. I don't believe at this point it's random, but again, it's still too early for me to confirm that.
Did the confrontation happen on the street, the driveway, or front?
So the shooting, the deceased is found inside the garage of the house. So he is the driver of the Mercedes-Benz. He is at some point, there's some conversation in the driveway which leads into the garage. Now, the exchange of gunfire between the resident and that person, or the deceased, is in the garage. However, like I said, we have a vehicle down the street that is hit with gunfire. We also have the impacts inside of the house that was fired at from the passenger of the car as well. So, and I'm trying to simplify it the best I can, but there's still a lot more, and it's kind of convoluted.
So the driver is dead, the passenger is detained.
Correct.
And the person who lives at the home, you're still trying to sort out.
That is correct.
Was there any witnesses on scene at the time?
There are people inside the house who stated they did not see the incident, so we don't have any witnesses that are coming forward to the actual shooting. I urge anybody who has any information to reach out to Crime Stoppers. You can do it anonymously, or you can also reach out to homicide@lvmpd.com.
How long do you guys expect to have this street closed down? I know a lot of folks are trying to go in and out of it.
We're getting the residents. It backs up to a street that is actually just a cul-de-sac, so we're letting them leave. But as far as, we're going to be out here for hours processing this scene. So.
Are they all males? All the parties are males?
Everybody involved is a male in their mid-20s. All right. Thank you, guys.